Oh, I got muted, sorry. Well, welcome to Unwheeled, everyone. New or old, long times or first times. Welcome to Unwheeled, the show I planned for a few days. It's not my regular content, but I hope I can do more of these in later. I need to pull my screen here. And anyways, thank you for all everyone who followed in the countdown. Hi Kat, hi Cyrus. Welcome to my first Unwheeled. So, for people who never watched me or never really read anything I talked about this on Twitter, what the frick is Unwheeled? Well, I might have just repeated myself, but Unwheeled is this little talk show that's live, that's only me. And I'll share stories about me being a VTuber, being a content creator in general, some thoughts and reflections and behind the scenes stories. And these are meant to be made in video, so it's a little bit more structured, although I'm kind of throwing all my plans out of the window right now. Anyways, today our topic is marathon rear view. So I guess most of you haven't joined my stream in forever. What is that marathon? So I started streaming on the 18th of August, which is like 3 weeks ago. And because I just started out, I figured I should really push it. So I streamed 11 days back to back, pulling 4 something hours. There will be stats later, but that's in general what I did. So why did I do that? Why do I pull a debut marathon? Why did I stream 11 days back to back? Why do I VTube in the first place? Well, first of all, it has something to do with me falling down the VTube rabbit hole some month ago, like late July. So I discovered Shy Lily, probably one of the best, the biggest VTubers out there, through TikToks, and I absolutely loved her. She like, her presence, like everything she do is so cute, and I absolutely loved her. And after that, well, it's all gone wild. After Shy Lily, there comes Iron Mouse, there's Zantrea. I love them very much, and then there's a whole corporate scene, Niji Sanji, Hololive. Oh, I just like started to embrace the whole VTuber scene, because like maybe 6 months earlier or 1 year earlier, some part of me think VTubers are kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I love Niji Sanji. I have nothing bad to say about Hololive. It's just that I've never like watched the Hololive live. Even though if you check my Twitter, my only big VTuber that I follow is Callie. But I've never watched any Hololive, JP, or Ian stream. But I watch a lot of Niji Sanji. I love Anna. I love Nina. And Maria as well, the new girl. Oh, they're so good. And well, something also happened in my life that led to that. Wait, where's my PowerPoint? Before I started streaming, which is 18th of August, I was on a friend meet trip to halfway across the country, like a proper 6 hour on the train. I was going to meet friends that we've been talking online for a very long time, and it was also my birthday on the 8th of August. But that was too disappointing, to say the least. If I'm gonna like say it in a worse way, it's gonna be infuriating, because what happened that night? Thank you, Cyrus. It's been a month already. Well, that night, because like it's not only me, like the friend I talked with is like one single person, but she brought a lot of she brought a lot of extended friends or second degree friends that I knew, and we also talked online. We played some games together, and the problem is they all work for the same company in that city, so they're like workmates. That night we went out for dinner. I was quite honestly expecting at least it should be about me. It's 1, it's my birthday. 2, I made the freaking trip halfway across the country. It should be me, but I don't know why. Maybe it's me being introverted and not talking enough. They're just talking about their work shit. Well, basically throughout the evening. Later, we went out to a place where we played bowling, where we played, I don't know, party shit, board games, something like that. But I fully didn't enjoy it. Like, I totally feel left out, you know? It was supposed to be my day. I don't mean them entitled to that, but I'm pretty disappointed about whatever happened that day. So I went to the city for 6 days, which I planned to have like multiple meetings with them. And after that night, I ended up not talking with them for the rest. Well, I actually never talked with them until now, which is like a month later. So in that 6 days, because it's really hot outside, I didn't really went out except for like to search for good food. I stayed in my hotel and watched a shit ton of VTubers. And I was also doing clips at that time. Before I started streaming, I was doing clips on a different, like, on Bilibili, if you ever heard of that platform. And it was quite great. And while doing clips, you really get to know the VTubers. Like, especially, it's not a clip when it's 1 hour. I did a full translation for Iron Mouse's like singing stream on 5th of August or 4th of August, which is her anniversary. It was so great. I admire her so much. But what's my next slide? Hey. Well, I came back to town on the 14th of August, 4 days before I started streaming. And my parents told me they're going on a trip for 10 days, which leaves my home all to myself. And well, some part of me always wanted to do content. I streamed on other platforms before. I made clips for VTubers, but I've never did them seriously, like with strategies or goals in mind, right? But so I thought to myself, like throughout the whole trip, after I came back, like I can do this. And so there's some points that I didn't put on here. Why VTubing instead of like being a flash tuber? Well, I think VTubing is probably one of the best inventions of human beings in terms of content creating. Because like in Twitch, at least, I think if you want to be successful as a streamer, you're kind of obligated to have a webcam. Like all the big streamers, except few faceless ones before VTubers is a thing, like Lily, Pichu, like Pokimane, even the guys like Shroud, Ninja, XQC, they all have a webcam, and I think that's kind of obligated. And for people who are not exactly confident with how the way they look, this is kind of a barrier that's stopping them from actually doing it, you know? And for people who with like medical conditions or physical disabilities, this is even more a problem. And VTubing kind of saved them. Like Iron Mouse, she has like immunodeficiency, and she can't even leave her house. She's bedridden for most of the time when she began her career, and that's amazing. I don't have like really tough conditions. I'm blessed with about that, but I am not really that much confident about the way I look, so VTubing is kind of the way for me. So, on to the next topic. How was the marathon? Well, in 11 days of streaming, which is on 10 planned, but I ended up doing 11 because they extended the trip for a bit. I streamed for 72 hours and 42 minutes. The stats a little bit exaggerated because I have like toilet breaks, I have like pre-stream countdowns, I have downtimes when I have technical difficulties. So I'd say somewhere between 70 hours is a pretty good estimation. I gathered 106.8 hours of watch time. I gained 34 followers. I only gained 30. You see, I streamed for 11 days and I got 34 followers. But right now, I only streamed for 4 hours after that. Right now, I have more than double the amount. What the hell? Social networking is so powerful, man. And another very important stat is that I gained 1.6 average viewers, which is more than a half than the 3 required for being a Twitch affiliate, which is also something I'm working on right now. I've passed the first barrier, which is 50 followers yesterday. And speaking of 72 hours is also the time that I made up my mind to the moment I hit start stream. There's only 72 hours in between. In that 72 hours, I created a whole new set of social accounts: Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and whatever you can think of. I haven't started TikTok or Instagram yet. I'm not really familiar with those platforms. I just started streaming too. Those stats are crazy for 11 days. Yeah, I really wanted to push it. So I created a whole new set of accounts. I think it's pretty convenient. So I store all my personal account on Opera, which I use. But for all streaming stuff, I just use regular Chrome. So I can split them pretty easily. And I find and bought a model, which is something I believe you couldn't do if you're like going through the whole design your own model thing, which I will talk about later. I designed and made overlays. This very cyan overlay you're seeing right now is not my regular one. It's the one I specially prepared for this program. Well, you'll see my regular one in future streams. But I designed all of them, made a transition. Well, I'm blessed because I have like previous experience, because I always wanted to do some streaming. I have some like resources to me that's already installed in my computer, so I can just utilize them pretty easily. And I make a pretty scuffed schedule. 11 days, 10 days, a bunch of games. I ended up changing that quite a lot. Well, throughout the 11 days, I think about what I did a lot, like probably on a daily basis. Whenever I stop streaming, because I'm home alone, right? You think about a lot of stuff. I think I'm doing this pretty differently than most others. I had no VTuber debut trademark. I don't have that. All kinds of slide. I like this, I dislike that. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I feel like I'm missing out because of that, but I believe I can really do that efficiently if I have no viewers. That's not something like for the corporates, like for, I forgot what's the 6th wave of Nijisanji Yin called, like Maria, Ren, Kyo, and Skada. They can have their debuts because before they started streaming, they already have 200,000 subscribers. I can't do that. Yeah, Iluna. I can't do that. And I also didn't have original model. The model you're seeing right now, this black and red Catboy, is actually publicly purchasable for 1,500 Japanese yen or 15 American dollars or euros if you prefer. And there's a few reasons behind that. First, I didn't have the time to design my own model. First of all, I can't draw. 2, I'm kind of a creativity drought when it comes to like designing a whole character. I get stuck every time in a game where there's like opened up and, hey, create your character. I'm like, frick, no, I'm not gonna do that. I just stick up like whatever the most basic dark-haired boy, I guess. And I just think I don't want to spend money on that. I'll cover the spend money part very importantly later. Yeah, I'm slowly trying to gather up model or OC concepts with 2 of my loyals who are also very talented artists. I will have a like fully original model in due course. I can't set a date. I don't know. I need to firstly make one, like figure it out. I have to wait for it to... Yes, doing PNG before you can go live to these is very, very efficient. I'll talk about that later. I will have to like design it, and I also have to save up for the money because I can't just blow 100. It's not 100, hundreds or even $1,000 on that. That's just not very pleasable for the phase I am in right now. But it will happen. I'll have a re-debut, okay? I'm slowly gaining viewers now, gaining followers. I hope my re-debut will be one hell of an event. I'm already scheming, like I'm daydreaming. I sometimes I say I'm daydreaming, but I hope my re-debut will be one hell of an event. I already have like ideas for lore videos or how I will choreograph it. Thank you, Cyrus. I hope I can see you there. I'll definitely go check out your stream sometimes. Well, let's talk about some of my learnings. It's probably about myself. All right. First of all, I am a really introverted person, IRL. I'm like the whole definition, the whole incarnation of social anxiety. Like at school, I will literally take a 300-meter detour if I see someone that I know but I'm not really friends with because I don't want to like say hello to them. I would do that all the time. Or try to walk really fast to like make them not see me. It's basically playing Metal Gear Solid in real life. But it's not against enemies, but people that I guess you can call them acquaintances. But from the moment the first chatter entered my stream, I really liked talking to them for some reason. I figured I couldn't have ever done that. I couldn't have ever talked that much, that comfortably, if we're in an IRL situation or even we're put in a private voice chat. I can never do that. And something I figured after I ended is that probably as a streamer, you're forced to talk, and that helps because I'm being forced to talk, and when the starts rolling, I've been forced to talk, I enjoy talking, and the positive feedback just starts rolling. And that's a really good thing. But something I didn't enjoy is Stardew Valley. Yeah, I'm a really chatty streamer, chatty, comfy. I like to share all kinds of story and talk about like all kinds of topics, but not too serious, like except for like really serious topics that's stated in my rules. Why Stardew Valley? I know this is a little bit of a shocker and out of the blue. I'm gonna explain it in depth, okay? Why Stardew Valley? So I did quite a lot of research on like watching a lot of videos like streaming senpai or streaming schemes about how to really grow on Twitch. One suggestion they gave is to find a game that has a relatively small streamer count all time. Like there's only like maybe 10 streamers live, but has a huge community. And the only example they made is Stardew Valley. I bought the game probably 4 years ago. I never played it because I didn't generally like farming games, you know. But I'd like to give it a try. I just didn't enjoy it at all because maybe I'm playing it wrong. I have to like exhaust myself in game and out of game so much just to progress, just to get some money, just to get by. It's not me not liking the game. It's just that I feel I can't enjoy it on stream. I can't convert it into very good content, you know? And that leads to something. I just straight up changed the plan. I hope I can pull. I don't know if I still have. I don't know if I still have that original schedule I had. It's probably one of my first tweets. I spammed so much these past 4 days. I don't know. It will be easy to like really dig down to whatever I posted at the very, very beginning. Yeah, I found it. So I had a plan. A ton of games. I did play most of them, except like the games I really couldn't. Like I planned to play Euro Truck. Well, because my lore is kind of a racing driver that forgot how to drive. That would be start of my driving arc. But I just couldn't like get my steering wheel on time, and I just refunded it, canceled the order. So I was like, whatever, I'll get it later. But change. I think it should be okay to change the plans. I change the plan all the time. Like that night when Stardew didn't go as planned, didn't really hit the spot. I stopped streaming for 2 hours, cooked me some food, and went out for a walk. Come back, stream some more Pokemon. Well, it was fine. I just need to like ensure myself don't be too pressured to not change. Yeah, understandable because Stardew didn't do it for me in stream. Yeah, I think it's a really chill, cozy game, but I just can't really do it on stream. And that really got me like, I need to choose games. And the next part is to fellow small upcoming VTubers. Something I collected my thoughts into, I guess. That what I did, what I think people can did to like make it easier. But I'm no professional. I only stream for some 80 hours. I'm not pro at this. You shouldn't take any of my advices seriously, but I think I hope they can help you guys, okay? Cyrus and Kat, I know you both like only started. Both of you shouldn't have affiliation yet. I still don't have affiliation. But I know a few things that will make it a little easier. The first one is keep talking. This is really important when you're not in a collab, not in a game lobby on voice chat with someone. Because it's already a low chance that people will actually click into your stream. Like, realistically speaking. If you just don't talk for like 5 to 10 minutes, people are not gonna stay. People are dead ass not gonna stay in your stream. That's very brutal but very true. So what I do is when like there's nothing happening audio wise, like there's no voice acting in the game, there's no like really good music or whatever. I just talk about whatever's happening. Like it's basically thinking out loud. Like maybe if you're playing like VELO, you just say, "Oh, I'm going to this point. I'm going to that point. Oh, I'm a hold this position." You just say these kind of things to like keep it going. So you're not keeping quiet all the time. And if someone comes in chat, you just chat with them. That's making people in chat will make it definitely easier. And one thing I did is I always cover the numbers. I never look at my viewer numbers during my stream. I can't really handle the pressure. Like if I see like 0 or like 1, which is my phone, I'm gonna be I expect me to be kind of upset, and I don't want it to affect my mood. And I think that's really important for like if you're just starting out. Yeah, I love small community too, but I wanna go big. I'm like planning on making this a career. Like I'm not expecting great things. Like I have this in mind to go big, you know. And it's not only for viewer numbers. I think sometimes you need to cover the follower numbers too. Now that I'm past 50, I'm not going to care about followers as much for maybe the next 6 months, I guess. Because once you are cross that hurdle, there's nothing really about followers that can really stop you. Yeah, I love my voice, but I can't stand listening to myself. I can't listen to my own voice. It cringes me so hard. Because when you hear yourself talking, the voice basically comes from inside of you, from your bones and your your whole body. And when people hear through a mic or hear it by their ears, it comes from the air. So it's greatly different. And also you want to do some strategic planning. That's something I did really hard during my marathon. I chose games very, very carefully. I started out playing Pokemon or Ironmon Challenge because, well, that's what I did for a while on other platforms, and that's something I can really like. I don't have to be pressured to talk about, you know. It's Pokemon, it's Fire Red, it's the game I know the best. And strategic planning means that you really, it's like how to maximize your discover ability, you know. So it's about choosing your games. Pokemon Fire Red's a great game because there are like 11 streamers there. But people will click into it. Like, most of my... I wouldn't say my best viewers, but the two long-time lows, my VIP right now, who got into my stream and were really become good friends, they click into my stream during my Pokemon streams, and I absolutely love them. So Pokemon is a game that's not so stressful. I can talk very easily about anything, and while it's a relatively small games, I plan to do Minecraft on my second day, but I chickened out because I found out there's like 200k people watching Minecraft at any hour of the day. That's like too much. When that happens, no one's gonna click into your stream because your stream with 2 viewers is gonna be on the 69th row and people are gonna scroll down for 2 minutes to find your stream. That's not happening. Like, except by chance they search for your very niche tag or something, they're not gonna click into your stream. That's very brutal but very true. So as I said, I wanted to go big, but I don't want to like burn myself out. My motto, or just a saying, is enjoy it like a hobby, but plan it like a career. All right, you're gonna set goals and shit. I don't want to talk about this in depth because my next point is really important. I want to talk about the greatest asset. And the reason I want to talk about it, I added this kind of last minute because I want to resonate with this post. This post is posted by a Twitch partner called Powdery. I've never watched their content, I'm sorry. But I saw this post and it hits me. So I'm gonna put it here so you guys can read for a bit. So it basically says they felt they fell behind because they can't afford buying a shit ton of models, outfits, and overlays. And I really relate to that. Because I didn't have a personal model. I didn't have fancy outfits. I designed my own overlays. But you don't need to spend that much money to be a good streamer, to be a good VTuber. That's why I said, Cyrus, you said you're gonna start as a PNG. That's a really great thing to do, and not many people understand that and do that. People are like, some people are just like waiting for their model. Oh, I'm gonna get my model in October and I'm gonna start streaming by then. You don't need to. And I know it's okay for everyone to do whatever they like, but I just think that as a streamer who just started, blowing a few $100s on things that really aren't that necessary is not really economic reliable, you know? And it could bring frustration later on because well, you're not making money, but you already like spent $1,000 in them, and that will make you like really, really tired and exhausted. And Samurai Guy 26, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the pit crew. I hope you're enjoying your time. And that the same goes for like equipment. Yes, you need a decent PC to like stream, decent PC, decent internet to stream 720p. You need a PC that you can run whatever games you want to stream on. Well, you also need a mic. That sounds okay, but although I'm saying this, I have a Blue Yeti, a second-handed one. I bought it for like $100. You don't need such a great microphone. You don't need to blow that money on a microphone. You can make any like headset microphone sound good with just a little bit of tuning, a little bit of voice meter, or a little bit of filters in OBS, you know? My point is, you can do what you want. You can do things at your pace, but if you want to like start streaming, you don't need all these. You don't need an fancy overlay. You don't need fancy transitions. You don't need a model. All you need is a PNG, honestly, on that account. Because VTubing, streaming, or content in general, it's about the content. It's about the content you make. It's not about, well, all that things. Although they do bring production value, they're not the most essential thing, you know? You can be like streaming on a $2 microphone with a PNG with no overlay. But if you're like funny and attractive, people will come. Although that sometimes you need luck because Twitch is so bad for like small streamer discoverability. I hope everyone agrees that this platform is so shit in terms of that. But you need to, if you want to start streaming, just do it, because the greatest asset to your stream is you. If you are a VTuber or FlashTuber, whatever, you've been hesitating to stream because you think, oh, I need to buy $500 of these. You don't have to. There's no paywall stopping you, because as long as you're good content, people will come. So if you're hesitating, if you're listening to me and you're someone who is hesitating to stream, click that start stream button. And I believe in you. I believe in anyone who can make it, okay? And you need to believe in yourself too. So I'm saying you don't need all those stuff. Thank you, Cyrus. But I hope my time zone is not too bad for you. I live in Asia. All right, that's the most important part of my talk, honestly. Now I need to talk about the future. Oh, it's 4:40 AM. I hope it's not too late for you, because I will usually stream this hours if I'm not doing a collab. I'm sorry. First of all, I'm doing a bit of a branding change. Now you see my name as Froster Velo, but on Twitter I'm already Froster VT instead of Froster Velo. I think of that name probably in 20 minutes. Froster is my personal like online name. Velo comes from velocity, which is basically speed, because I'm a racer VTuber. But I've been doing a little bit of experiment before I figure out I can change the capitalization of my name on Twitch. So I just went to like streamers I want to follow or friends I made on Twitter. I go to the stream, I click follow, and alerts pop up, and well, yes, like I need to check if they read my name as Froster or Frost, and most of them did Frost, and I can't blame them. I thought of adding an underscore to my name, but I just couldn't be asked. I don't know why. I guess I just did it on myself. So anyways, I will probably be fading out the name Velo in future. If I like when I get to change my name 2 months later, I'll probably change it to Froster VT to match my Twitter handle. And if I do get a partner in the future, which I hope I do, I'll probably change it to just Froster, nothing else, because I don't want my handle to be too long. Right now, I think my handle's quite a mouthful. But I think I'll put the Velo somewhere else. I quite like the concept. Well, and for now, my top priority is to get affiliate. Right now, I've already streamed enough hours. I have enough followers. I just need to like boost up my content to get more viewers. But I guess getting more followers already can give you more followers. Right now, I have 1.6 on the dot average viewer from the past 75 hours of stream. Well, today will really boost it, I'm sure. I like it, but we're you're doing good. Thank you. And to do that, I need to do more strategic planning. This is something I really want to like hone in. It's about, I talked about how playing a game too big is not good. Playing a game too small is not good. That's why they suggested Stardew Valley. Hi, Crimson VV, welcome to the stream. You're about to hear me talk about my future plans. This is gonna be a really short. I think I should do something after I finish talking. So the reason they suggest Stardew Valley, as I mentioned, is because it has little streamers but a big community. I streamed in the last few days of my marathon. I streamed a game called Wolfstride, and for the past 5 days, for the past week, I streamed a game called The Tale of Black Flores. These streams freaking like sucked in terms of stats. I know I don't look at them on stream, but I do want to look at them after the stream. Because these streams are so small. I was the only streamer who was doing that game all the time. Collabs help out a lot too. Yeah, I'll start to do collabs next week. I'll have a Mario Kart collab, sorry, Mario Party collab on Tuesday for most of you watching. For Wednesday morning for me. It's gonna be a little bit late for me, but I'm trying to do collabs whenever I like in any time zone. And I have a D&D collab planned with the very famous 20-sided dice VTuber that I forgot the name. Sorry, Mimic-kun, Mimic L Boehm. He was they were like searching for VTubers that never played D&D, and that was me. So I'll probably play D&D sometime. And I want to plan some more collabs. Maybe I'll host them. Because I like playing party games, but usually I don't get to play party games because, well, I don't get to like play them with friends IRL. Like that. So I probably delay my Wolfstride and Tales of the Black Forest in the future. Probably I'll delay it until I get affiliate. Because right now my strategy is just to plan really hard until I get affiliate and just start to wing it. It sounds a little bit funny, but it do be like that. And when I do get affiliation, I will do a proper karaoke celebration because I kind of have a choir background, singing background for like 10-something years, but I haven't done it in a few years and my voice range is a little bit weird right now. I sang a song on stream on the second day. And it was okay, but I don't know how much I can do. I plan to do it for a proper 30 to 45 minutes with 6 to 9 songs. But it could very well be a train wreck because I don't know my limits at all. Maybe after the 10 minutes, I'll just... But that also reminds me, I really need to get back to singing, I guess. I used to take weekly lessons until I was 17, and I rehearsed in a choir for like a few times a week. But after I got into college, I just stopped doing it for some reason. Maybe I just got really tired of it. But every time I hear like really good performance, like that one time at school where I heard a choir which is made up by people who never did choir before, they were beautiful. And also the Iron Mouse singing stream I mentioned earlier that I did the full translation and subtitles for, which means I probably listened to it from start to finish 5 to 6 times. Honestly, they all make me kind of want to cry. I'm really touched by that. So maybe I will go back to singing if all things go well, to find a proper teacher to have weekly lessons or something. I really like doing music, honestly. And as a side quest, I'll try to do more YouTube and TikTok. As I mentioned, I watch a lot of like strategic videos on how to grow as a small content creator. So because Twitch is such a shit platform in terms of small discoverability, having YouTube, TikTok that has like passive content really helps, because on Twitch, ideally speaking, anyone can only watch one stream at a time. Like, that's an ideal situation. But on YouTube and TikTok, people can watch like his content and then my content. He can do both. He can do everyone. And in terms of like revenue, some streamers, like really big streamers that don't have a video channel, sometimes they will be really stressed to not stream. Like they will miss TwitchCon, which is like TwitchCon, right? They will miss TwitchCon intentionally because they don't want to stop streaming, because if they stop streaming, they will start losing revenue. And YouTube and TikTok will be like the passive revenue generator, like in, I don't know, farming games. They will do things passively, you know? And I hope to set up as much as possible. And I already did upload my first really unedited stream highlight yesterday. I hope you guys can check out. I don't have a comment from my YouTube channel yet, but I think it's on my page somewhere. And TikTok, I don't really know how to set up a TikTok, but I never really done short form videos, but I'll try. So how to make more videos is to make your streams eventful. In the future, I will do game and chat, of course, but I like to plan more events like this. This is an event. So part of this is my solo talk show / podcast called Unwheeled. I also plan to do some kind of talking content with other VTubers. Like, I don't know if they have done it before, but like in an ideal situation, I really want to do a podcast with Mama Remedy. She seems so nice and so supportive, and she live a pretty difficult life with challenges. I really want people to hear stories, and that's also a kind of collab. And like, I really like doing podcasts for some reason. I just like talking, but not in real life. Also, I do some foodie Fridays where, because I live in Asia, which is not the majority of the Twitch audience, so I think it will be cool to share some like Asian street food or whatever, or specialties, like special items in McDonald's or KFC. That would be really fun, and make tier lists. Like big streamers do that all the time, right? Like Niji-sanjis, they will do like boba tier lists, hand streams. I need to figure out how to do a hand stream in the future, but I think Foodie Fridays will come a little bit later, because I want to like have more people for like more important and more planned out events. Like, I plan to do a side quest challenge for my Minecraft finale, the finale of my marathon, but nobody did came because I was playing Minecraft. That kind of flopped, but I will reflect from that and learn from that. And also, I'm a racer VTuber, although I don't drive. I don't do like sim racing content for now, but I found quite a number of VTubers that do racing contents on Twitch, and I might do like Formula 1 watch along streams on other people's channels as well. That's something I really love to do. That would be like really late hours for people, but who knows? I'll try to do more. But something I'd always want to remember, that no matter what I do, no matter how big I go, no matter I have 50 followers or 50,000 followers, is to always be myself. And that's honestly also my piece of advice for all the streamers out there. It's not only just show yourself, like present yourself on stream. It's also always be true to yourself. Always be like reflecting and stuff. And sometimes you really have to like find what point on yourself is marketable, or like a niche that can really like attract people, you know? But for the most part, it's being true to yourself, because one of my longtime loyals, Hannah, long time, I only streamed for 2 weeks, but I really love my VIPs, Hannah and Mimsy. On the second stream she joined, she called me charismatic, and that's a word I've never heard before. Like in any equivalent word in any other language, no one has ever called me that, and I'm really struck by that. I want to be that in the future. I want to be this comfy, chatty, supportive streamer that I will always be, and I need to remind myself to not be greedy, be whatever when I go big, you know. And that's all for today. I don't know if I should do anything right now, but thank you all for joining. This will be a video or not, I don't know, but thank you all for joining. Thank you